And most importantly, protect yourself at all times. Touch them up.
No!
That NEHO stands for never failing excellence, hope, overcoming anything. The common refrain from Dogboe and his team. They are as spiritually connected and as linked to a deep belief as any boxer and any trainer that we've encountered.
So what he just did with that left hand, there's no comparison for Dogboe. His father didn't start with a blueprint, he started with inspiration.
Yes.
He said it was prophesied in his family that Dogboe would be a champion. And NEHO is an acronym, but really what it's become for Dogboe and his family is a warrior's mantra.
Keep him up, keep him up, keep him up.
Dogboe already has closed the gap real soon on Navarrete. Navarrete's not strong enough with his jabs to be able to keep Dogboe off of him.
5-inch of height advantage doesn't matter when that's happening to you.
Navarrete noticed something. He noticed that Dogboe actually leans forward, so he tried to slip an uppercut. Just missed with the uppercut, but I'm waiting to see if he's going to try it again.
You said something interesting about not having the strength to hold Dogboe at bay. This is a guy who's outlanded his previous 5 opponents 492 to 213. In other words, he's not the only guy who has a problem keeping him off.
Good body work from Dogboe.
Dogboe already going down to the body. He's trying to slow down Navarrete.
Turns Navarrete that time and comes with the short left hand as he gets the warning from Benjay Esteves about spinning Navarrete.
Let him out, let him out, let him out, let him out.
Navarrete has 8 inches in reach.
Yep.
That's what you should use first, but he just, again, to Tim's point, doesn't seem to have the strength to keep him off.
He has the reach of somebody who is 6 foot tall, and he's 5'7".
He does lean in, though, when he throws that jab.
Yeah, Dogboe's leaning in, but he's disguising his attacks. He's stepping back.
Navarrete leans in.
At the right time. Then he's come back in with his combinations. Navarrete is actually lunging forward when he throws. He's actually smothering his punches.
Navarrete then comes in with an offensive surge here in the final minute of round number 1. Overhand right hand against the champion.
Yeah, Dogboe in the corner. Actually not in the corner, against the ropes. The guy was hit with that right hand, pulling back. One thing you cannot do against a tall opponent is lean back, especially if you're a shorter man.
You wouldn't know anything about that.
10 seconds. 10 segundos.
Very active first round
Let him out.
as the challenger came back at the end.
Time.
Right now it is the champion Isaac Dogboe in the black trunks against the challenger Emanuel Navarrete. This at 122 pounds.
Both guys have settled down now. Seems like Dogboe's trying to stick and move and disguise his attack. You see him in and out, trying to confuse Navarrete. I think that was a head clash. It looks like Navarrete his head is bleeding.
Left side of the head.
Let's check in with Bernardo.
Pedro Moran, who trains Navarrete, said, I want him to close the gap. When he's attacking, he makes Dogboe feel his power, so they want him on the attack and closer to the shorter fighters.
That time he took a step in and ate a right hand.
Tim, is that odd? I mean, he's giving up his natural advantage, which is length.
That is odd. I would expect him to be on the outside, but what he's trying to do is he's trying to get Navarrete to move forward and put some pressure on Dogboe and make Dogboe make some mistakes. He says that no one backs this young man up. and he wants to be the first one to do it.
Chopping down with the right hand after that exchange, trying to come in with that sweeping left hand against the shorter man. There's that uppercut, triples up that left hand. And Dogboe backed up here in round number 2.
Dogboe is hurt from that body shot, or left hook to the body 30 seconds ago.
One of 3 left hands thrown by Navarrete.
He's hurt. That's why he's holding.
Now charging in, throws a right uppercut. Sweeping left hand. Another body shot comes in from the challenger. This is a big round from Emanuel Navarrete. Continued pace and work rate here. Final minute of round 2. Good right hand behind that jab.
Dogboe looking like he's saying, "What? Why can't he stop this train coming?" Navarrete put that pressure on him right now, listening to his trainer, and it's working.
Bear in mind, Navarrete is a guy who
let him out.
threw 129 power shots in the 11th round of his last fight.
10 seconds, 10 segundos.
He has the champion retreating right now. Champions have to go back and regroup in the corner.
Second round from the Mexican challenger. The mandatory challenger, Emanuel Navarrete, came up big in that second round, had good body work against the champion Dogboe.
This is exactly how he was able to set up his attack. That body shot right there snuck it right behind the elbow of Dogboe. Then he comes back with another left hook to the body. He's trying to slow down. He's trying to take the heart of Dogboe by going down to his body and take the legs and the steam out of his punches.
Keep him up.
Round number 3 here ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Tim Bradley and Mark Kriegel. Bernardo Osuna, our ringside reporter. You see the CompuBox numbers there. The power punches the last round, dominating with 63 thrown, landing 17 was Navarrete.
He's trying to take his heart, Tim, by taking his liver. Great victory for truth in advertising. Navarrete told us it's the left hook to the liver. That's what I'm going to hit him with.
Bernie, what are they saying in the corner of Dogboe?
His father, Paul, says he's got to stop loading up on his shots. He's got to be quick with his shots like he's doing there, and he's got to land a big right hand when he counters.
Doubling up that left hand was Dogboe there. He started off to the belt line. There's that uppercut opportunity for Navarrete that, Timmy, you pointed out earlier.
Well, he sees Dogboe leaning forward when he attacks, and he's throwing a perfect punch, but he needs to be careful in throwing it from too far away, because he can set himself up to be hit with a left hook or overhand right.
Navarrete's so long that when Dogboe fights with that left hand down, that right hand is straight right is right there.
No. Don't hit him in the back of the head. Está bien? Don't hit him in the back of the head. Let's go.
Navarrete right now don't seem fazed by Dogboe's punching power.
Wow, sweeping left hand from far away.
Dogboe is hurt from that left.
And again, a left hook comes in against the champion. Navarrete swinging for the fences here with a minute to go in round number 3, and twice he landed. That lunging left hand finding success. Tries to come back with the uppercut.
Wow, Navarrete's doing a really good job catching him with that left hook, getting his foot outside of the lead foot.
Let go.
Of Dogboe to catch him with the left hook, the sweeping left hook, as Dogboe dropped his right hand, stepping back, trying to get away.
This is a real test for Paul Dogboe, the father and trainer. What will you do tactically? What can you tell your son and your fighter?
How do you adjust? How do you deal with what's happening here? This is an entertaining and challenging world title fight for his charge. Packed house here in New York, the first of our 2 world title fights. And this is an intriguing one here, round number 4.
Look how Navarrete set this up. That short little hook he threw first, That put Dogboe in a position to pull back, and he was able to catch him with the left hook on the way out.
That was the action from round number 3. Much better start to this round for the champion Isaac Dogboe. The taller fighter, Emanuel Navarrete, in the white trunks, the 23-year-old from Mexico, is making his U.S. debut in this fight at Madison Square Garden in New York with a world title on the line. All of his fights have been in his native Mexico prior to this, and he has won 8 in a row by knockout.
Obviously, he's completely intimidated by the bright lights in Big City.
Boy, oh boy.
He is not intimidated. He's actually doing really well in this fight, and he's hurt the champion on numerous occasions already.
Got to him in the second round. Had the good body shots that landed there. Dogboe was hurt. Then we just saw the lunging left hands in the last round.
Dogboe's greatest talent is his belief in himself, his divine purpose. Remember, the first time we saw him, first round, gets knocked down by Jesse Magdaleno. We figured he was done, and he was anything but.
Got up off the canvas then. That was back in Philadelphia. Went on to score an 11th round knockout of Magdaleno and win the title. Then he came back with his first title defense in August in Arizona and scored a first round knockout of Hidenori Otake. A little different tonight here.
It was almost Teofimo-esque.
It was. If you missed it earlier, folks, when we opened up this show, Teofimo Lopez had a spectacular first-round knockout of 34-win Mason Menard. Go to ESPN.com, go to the app, check it out. It is unbelievable.
And he did it one shot with a recently surgically repaired right hand.
I like what I'm seeing from Navarrete. He's switching. He's fighting on the outside, coming in the inside as well. He's winning that battle. And he's also throwing the right punches, the uppercut. Right now he's against the rope, but the uppercut, either left or right, to catch the leaning Dogboe before he gets to where he wants to get.
What should Dogboe's corner be telling him, Tim?
Oh, right now he's doing really well by coming behind his jab.
That's what the dad said.
Every now and then he'll rush in. He'll get clipped with either a straight right hand when he just rushes straight in without the jab, or he'll get hit with the uppercut.
10 seconds, 10 segundos. Keep him up, keep him up. Keep your shots up, okay?
Here with Dogboe and Navarrete in a very interesting fight where Navarrete has impressed early on. The 23-year-old challenger from Mexico City, Mexico, Emanuel Navarrete.
See, Dogboe now is choosing to fight off the back foot. He's using some movement right now, trying to draw in Navarrete and catch him with counters like that. Nice pop shot.
Mark made the comment that a lot will now be put on Paul Dogboe, the father of Isaac, the world champion, as to how do they adjust, what do they say, where does he take it from here. Bernardo, what can you tell us about that?
You know, Paul told Isaac, jump on him. The kid is strong, so don't come straight forward. You got to bob and weave, move your head, but hit him when you move, and then start with your jab when you're on the inside.
Tim, what do you think of that as a strategy against Navarrete?
Yeah, he's going to have to move. He can't stand. This kid is strong, and he's putting the pressure on Dogboe right now.
He's applying plenty of it right here as he continues to step to him, turn southpaw for a moment. And there's a right hand from long range. Didn't have everything behind it, though.
But Tess, but when you pull straight back like that,
oh, he's got him again. Sends him back again.
You put yourself in a horrible situation, Tess, when you pull it straight back against a guy with long arms that's pressuring you. Dogboe right now is going to have to dig deep right now.
I don't think you call either of these guys
All right, stop.
defensive specialists.
Let him go.
Well, you got big chins and big hearts.
Really do. You got a lot of big dreams. That was off balance that time as Navarrete threw that punch and Dogboe hit the canvas. Their success with a short uppercut on the inside, trying to chase him down.
Dogboe's retreating now.
He
Let him
is.
go, Dogboe. Let him go.
Dogboe continue to take these punches.
Let him go.
Navarrete is going to be the champion real soon. He's getting hit flush with these combinations.
And what you have with a guy who can throw 129 power shots in an 11th round is really a relentless fighter.
Kind of attitude you have to have if you want to be a champion. And he has turned things up here.
Stop holding.
In complete
10
control
seconds. 10
here.
segundos.
The champion looks tired. The champion looks confused. And I'm sure the champion didn't expect this type of fight.
End of 5, and Dogboe's in a bit of trouble. Watch the recent trend of this fight, and you could see that Navarrete, what he discussed with us yesterday, visualizing that dream of the words "and new." Says over the last few days, his diet, his dehydration, he just can't sleep. So all he does is he stays away, visualizing, thinking about becoming the champion. If he stays the course here, that may become a reality.
Navarrete right now is just full of confidence right now. He knows he has a champion backed up and confused.
Let's remember what Navarrete predicted for us. A KO by round 8. I will not let the judges steal this from me. I'm not casting aspersions on the judges. Just trying to keep you apprised of what Navarrete said.
Dogboe looking for an opportunity. There's some noticeable swelling around the right eye of the champion, Isaac Dogboe.
Yeah, he has to deal with movement. He has to deal with those long arms from Navarrete. Navarrete just caught him with a nice counter left. He's switching from right-handed to left-handed. He's doing a lot right now. He's showing everybody that he wants to be the champ.
Sending him off balance again.
Joe, you touched on the swelling around both eyes. And we're so accustomed at this point to seeing Dogboe as a cheerful, happy champion. But there's something dispirited about the look in his face right now.
Yeah, it's called the leather that he's eating from Navarrete. There's no doubt about it, Mark.
He needs to do something drastic right now, because if he continues to take this punishment, I think the corner might stop it, or Navarrete might knock him out or stop him.
How do you stop your fighter if it's been prophesied from God?
Listen to me.
And you're his dad. If it's blood, it's a complicated matter.
You know, it's interesting you bring that up, because and we haven't arrived at that point yet, at this point in the fight, although Navarrete is in control. But it's not always applicable, some of the common sense of boxing, when you talk to Paul Dogboe.
Watch your feet.
Well, Lomachenko, for instance, has a distinctive training regimen, but there's nothing like Dogboe's. He spars with his dad, his uncles, his cousin. There's no precedent for how Dogboe learned the business.
This is when that tough sparring against tough opposition or fighters come in at. When you have to dig deep, sparring with your brother, sparring with your dad. That might have worked for a few fights, but it's not working right now.
10 seconds. 10 segundos.
Trying to retain his belt here in his second title defense. Isaac Dogboe.
Navarrete right now showing his versatility, moving back. Got pinned on the ropes right there by Dogboe. Working that body.
Needs things to turn around here. Bernardo, what can you offer from the corner of Navarrete?
Pedro Morán is extremely happy with what Navarrete is doing. He says, I see us winning this fight. He's got great conditioning still, but I want him to start working the body to wear down Dogboe.
There's body work on the inside from the champion. See if he can turn things around here in these middle rounds.
Timmy, why, if you're Navarrete, move back in this round when you had it?
Well, he's exhausted from throwing all those punches from the previous rounds. So I think this is like the takeoff round right now, recovery round for him. He's trying to catch his second win. Hey, he's retreating. That's exactly what he's doing right now. He's resting. He doesn't feel threatened by the champion.
Championship fight, you don't rest.
Oh, you're right.
Take off seconds maybe if you have to. You don't take off rounds, and that's what he's doing now.
He's taking off this round,
yes.
Absolutely. He's still looking for that uppercut. Dogboe leaning forward. He's paying for that mistake.
We were talking before about the difference between Dogboe and other fighters. The other guys come up through amateur systems. The only voice that Isaac has heard is his dad's. He has no basis for comparison. He has to have absolute faith in what his father tells him. His dad told him he'd be an Olympian. His dad told him to be a champion. Came to pass.
His father has pushed education on Isaac.
No punches.
Emanuel Navarrete really took control in rounds 2 and 3. Let's take you back to round number 3. It was the lunging left hands.
Seconds down, let's go.
Absolutely. Look how he positioned himself outside the back foot right there to land his shot. This is exactly why Dogboe's right eye is swollen. It's almost, looked like it's almost swollen shut.
See that in our 4D replay. As we are now in round number 8 of our WBO Junior featherweight world title fight. Isaac Dogboe, shorter fighter in the black trunks, who really burst on the scene this past year, was so impressive with his victory against Magdaleno, and then his first round knockout on ESPN this summer. And he has a real challenge if he wants to retain things here against Navarrete.
This is exactly what Dogboe needs to do. He needs to press forward. He needs to get close. He needs to work those short arms, work that body, and stay close to Navarrete. And don't let him bag out and use his reach.
You see the reach advantage for the Mexican mandatory challenger. 72-inch reach for Navarrete. As he goes to the body, does Dogboe. And there's a right hand. And maybe the champ has a little something here in round number 8.
That's exactly what those body shots are doing. Taking the legs of Navarrete and also setting up the big shots over the top, because Navarrete has to protect his body.
Good turnaround here for Dogboe. A lot of fight now left in the champ, isn't there?
This is the round that Navarrete predicted a knockout. Instead, what we're seeing is Isaac Dogboe showing his greatest talent of all, the ability to remain undiscouraged.
Dogboe looking for a big left hook. You see all his weight shift in the front now. Dogboe now is leaning on his back foot. He's looking for an overhand right. He's trying to set something over the top of Navarrete. See, one thing that Navarrete stopped doing was he stopped going to Dogboe's body.
Stop jabbing, too.
He's tired. And Dogboe's coming on strong.
And he's following straight back and throwing punches. It's a jab to the body, just missed with the overhand right.
Break, no punching.
See, when you take rounds off, you give your opponent life.
And he had momentum.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
Let him go, let him go.
Thought he could get away with it there in round number 7. Dogboe got the breather, recharged, understood the circumstances that were in front of him, and now has rallied here. A convincing round number 8 for the world champion.
Let's go. Oh.
You can hear the sense of urgency in the corner of Isaac Dogboe. This right hand helped the cause in the last round.
Yeah, you see how Dogboe squats down here in the cubby hole, gets away from anything. You see Navarrete in a bad position right here. Call that no man's land. There's nothing he can do from that position. Set himself up to be hit with the right hand by the champion, Dogboe.
Keep in mind how we arrived at this point. Navarrete, with the body shots in round 2, had Dogboe hurt with the lunging left hands in round 3, and then controlling the action in the 4th, in the 5th, seemingly headed towards the possibility of upsetting the champ. Then he takes the 7th round off, and then the rally by Dogboe in the 8th. And here we are, round number 9 of this 122-pound world title fight. Bernardo.
We know that Emanuel Navarrete has had hand trouble in the past. His right hand is hurt. And Pedro Moran, I asked him, what did you tell him he has to do with that right hand hurt? Throw!
Knockdown, scored.
Slip.
Nope, slip. Please, Bernardo, continue.
So he just said, despite his hand being hurt, he asked him to throw more punches. We saw what he did when he had his hand hurt, and he still went. And in the 11th round, threw 129 power punches. He's got it in him. He's got to find it, though, against the champion.
Thank you, Bernie.
So that overhand right will be there again for Dogboe. It was a slip that time, but Dogboe will have his opportunities due to the fact that that hand is hurt from Navarrete. The right hand.
If Navarrete's right hand is hurt, he might get him, might throw the shot to give him the advantage in the first place, which is the left to the body, and do a little bit of jabbing.
Oh, this is a good seesaw battle right now. Navarrete choosing to fight.
There he comes lunging in again from range.
Anytime Dogboe sits out there on the limb, no man's land, and don't do anything, doesn't move his head, Navarrete comes on strong with his combinations.
You heard his father and coach in between rounds stay in his chest, walk forward.
Let him out.
He hasn't been able to do that this round.
Oh, Isaac right now.
10 seconds, 10 segundos.
Isaac right now is setting himself up to be hit with a right hand. He's leaning towards that back foot.
Time.
This was a knockdown. Any part of the body, he hit him right on the shoulder, and he went down from a punch. That's a knockdown, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a slip at all. No feet tangle, none of that.
Definition of a knockdown: if a punch is landed and you go down, it is to be scored a knockdown.
Time.
Didn't step on the feet.
No.
There was nothing that altered his ability to stay upright, and a punch landed. Dogboe is going to peek from the doctor there. If you send him out here.
Come in. Vamos.
If you score it as I did for Navarrete, it's a 3-point switch. It's a 3-point turnaround that round.
This is going to be an interesting scorecard, I believe, at the end if this continues to go this way.
Oh, I completely agree. Reminder, we are working our way towards the unification bout. The two world champions will be stepping in to decide things in the lightweight division. The great Vasily Lomachenko and the confident Jose Pedraza. Ukrainian fans, the Puerto Rican fans out in force tonight here at Madison Square Garden. Special night in the city. Heisman was handed out, and now two world championships to be decided here.
Guys are just throwing some bombs.
Our feet was a little tangled.
Yeah, it was just off balance that time after that left hand.
But he was hit with a shot.
I just don't know why Navarrete doesn't rely more on that jab.
He should have doing some justice. I mean, the jab is the longest weapon to the target.
And he has the huge reach advantage
8 inches.
to utilize it. 8-inch reach advantage for the Mexican.
Anytime Dogboe gets close into the pocket, he dominates the pocket. But he's bagging out right now. He's putting himself in a hard situation.
Oh! Lunging left hand, and in that red corner, Dogboe slips down. That is one of the issues of backing up into that corner. The ice bucket, the water, the spray, and then his feet split awkwardly.
He's buzzed by that shot. That left hook landed flush on his chin. He is buzzed by that shot right now. Dogboe.
What goes around comes around. That should have been knocked down.
Slip one way, slip the other, sure.
That shot landed a lot more cleanly than Dogboe's.
Agreed.
No punch.
Yes, it did, but there's water in that corner, and you want to stay out of it.
Always want to keep away from the red and blue corners, backing yourself up while your opponent is going on an offensive surge and coming after you.
And I see a big uppercut for Navarrete.
There's an opportunity for it right there, Timmy.
There it is. Navarrete forcing him out with the pressure and the combinations, catching Dogboe on the way out with these combinations.
Tim, you pointed it out earlier. The challenger having a big finish here. Of the slip in his own corner.
Yeah, Dogboe moving. He actually, his feet went out, and then he was hit with the left hook. I would call that honestly a slip. I would definitely call that a slip.
You can see the water staining there where all the ice, the water is sprayed, and then he's looking for some traction, and then the left hand comes in, but his feet and legs separated awkwardly there. Round number 11 here. This has been a very entertaining title fight here. This
Keep him up, man. Keep him up now. Come on.
22 pounds in the WBO. Dogboe, the champion, full of confidence. And Navarrete has had a sensational run to become the mandatory challenger. He's 25-1. He lost very early on in his career. His only defeat as a pro happened when he was 17 years old.
Navarrete can land the right hand at leisure if he wants. Look at the left hand of Dogboe. It's down. Plus, he's leaning on his back foot. He's in line to be hit with the right hand.
Boy, he's got that hop in his step, too, as if he knows that it's within range of becoming a new world champion.
He smells it, Tess.
He does.
Both these guys having to dig down deep. One from a hand injury and taking vicious body shots. Navarrete in the champion right now. Eyes half closed, taking a beating right now.
Well, the swelling around the eyes is really significant as Navarrete continues on the attack. In fact, that left eye has worsened just in this round alone on the champ.
And that left body shot that Navarrete just landed took the air out of the tires of the champion, Dogboe.
The Mexican challenger, Emanuel Navarrete, in control here again. You see Benjay Esteves saying, wipe down the mat in that corner.
It's like a river back there.
Oh, listen to me. You gotta.
That's not going to dry up anytime soon. No. Meanwhile, blood coming from the nose of the world champion. His left eye nearly swollen.
Break. Isaac, stop holding. Come on now.
It's impossible to disagree with Paul Dogboe's analysis. You have to keep coming forward. When Dogboe moves backward, he's losing. It's that simple.
He just ate another combination to the head. The champ is in serious trouble here. An uppercut lands from Navarrete. 4-punch combination that finished with a left to the body. Dogboe backed up.
There's absolutely no defense from the champion Dogboe. He is hurt right now.
And he is taking
10 seconds.
Once again in that red corner. But this time able to stay on his feet. And sometimes there are survival tactics.
Déjame estar en cargo, okay? Okay?
As the ringside positions take a look at Isaac Dogboe. And he is sent out with Emanuel Navarrete starting off this 12th and final round, trying to hunt down a world title.
Dogboe is extremely hurt right now. He's retreating. He's extremely fatigued, and he's going to have to do something spectacular right now. Maybe a knockout he needs. I think Navarrete's up in this fight.
I don't think there's any doubt about it right now.
You're holding, you're holding. Let him go, let him go.
You want to win the title, go out and earn it in the 12th round. Finish strong. What will Navarrete offer up here?
Right now, the movement right now is giving Navarrete some problems. Navarrete trying to get close.
Come on.
I don't think the champ can win from movement right now.
No, the champ needs
something.
He needs to stay close.
More like footwork.
And like I told you,
now, come on now.
when you bag out from a tall man, you allow him to extend his arms on you, especially when you go out fat. Just like Dogboe's doing.
Stop. One moment.
I'm not even sure it's
no more, okay?
Certainly not failure of heart. I'm not even sure it's a failure of technique. I think that Navarrete just has Dogboe outgunned.
Navarrete's tough. He can take a punch.
It happened early and it happened late. There was that glimmer of hope from the champion in the middle rounds. But since then, look what the Mexican challenger continues to do. He is closing in on becoming a new world champion here in New York.
And you see when Dogboe gets close, he clutches, wrestles, just to get a little bit of rest.
What the corner's not thinking about is thinking about Dogboe's future right now. He's a young guy, 24 years old. They should save him right now. He's taking too much punishment right now.
It's very difficult to do that if you see your son as a warrior king.
Threw a desperate right hand there, but look at his body language and look at that left eye as blood streams down the face of Isaac Dogboe. And Navarrete continues to pour it on here. Final 30 seconds. Off balance, thrown down, a push and a slip.
Okay.
This is turned into a New York beatdown from Navarrete. He showed us so much this year, did Isaac Dogboe. But on this night, he took a heck of a lot. And give credit to Emanuel Navarrete, the 23-year-old from Mexico, who came in here as the mandatory challenger, made his U.S. debut, and had big moments early on, and then poured it on late. This 122-pound world title fight.
Here it is. Navarrete attacking, coming forward, lands a right hand right there while Dogboe's out of position. And he continues to pour it on with these left hooks. Navarrete smelling blood right now, backing up the champion. Big left hook right here.
So we saw the body work in the second, and then in the third round here, it was the lunging left hands. Dogboe would try to will his way back in. Remember, there was that 7th round where Navarrete took it off, a better 8th round for Dogboe, but in the end, he just kept coming forward. Navarrete. Let's find out if we have a new champ by way of the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Alan Nace scores the bout 115 to 113. Judges Anthony Paolillo and Don Ackerman both score the bout 116 to 112. All three in favor of the winner and the new WBO Junior Featherweight Champion of the World,